Yo, what's up, it's J6 and today I'll be showing you how you can make beats for 1AM, especially for his new project, Sin Ever After. So, we have this beat right here, and yeah, basically I'm just going to break this shit down for you. So the first sound that I took was these chords from Diva called Canterbury Creeper, and this is how it sounds. Then for the effects, I'll just put on the EQ. Then I have this distortion here, the capitator, but that will come in later. And then the next sound that I did was this pad from Diva, the HS Hippie Chimes, and this is how this sounds. So yeah, basically I just arpeggiated it. I threw on just some EQ. And yeah, it's pretty simple. You know, you hear a lot of arps and a lot of kind of chords in these beats. Next thing I did was just for a bit more, just to fill it in, this pad from Dune, Billiana. This is how it sounds. Well, just for the effects, so EQ. Then the next thing I did was this lead from Surge. This is the organ donor lead, and then for the effects I put on Valhalla Space Modulator, but basically just a flanger. Any flanger will do. I just like the space modulator, and then just another EQ. The next thing I added was this ARP from Expand, Mr. Sid. This is how it sounds like. Now if you're listening to this with headphones, you could definitely hear it's panning around. All I use is Fruity Panomatic, as you can see, it's just there panning around. The way to do that is you have to put on pan, and then you can mess around with the speed and the amount of pan. Now for the drums, they're pretty simple. I use kind of like real quiet sounds, you know what I mean, like really like low key, like claps, snares, stuff like that. The main thing about this is definitely the hi-hats. And for the hi-hats, what I did was, as you can see, I pitched them down. I can go up and down, and also mess around with the panning, so it's kind of going around in your ear. And I added a little bit of reverb too. And yeah, last but not least, the 808. So yeah, what I noticed in a lot of these 1AM beats is he does use a lot of 808 slides. So as you can see, I slid this and this right here. And you know, these aren't not like Samsung beats. You don't want to be blasting the 808s. You just want to have them sitting at a nice, you know, calm level. You know, not too much distortion or nothing. So yeah, anyway, this is kind of like the first part. You know, really nice, really bouncy, fun. 1AM could easily slide on this shit. And then for the second half, what I did was, for the chords, I automated that the distortion comes in. Also changed up the notes. This just kind of makes them sound bigger, grander. I kept the pad ARP the same, and then for the lead, I pitched it down, and I also arpeggiated it. And the way you do that is if you go Control A and Alt A, that brings up this arpeggiator, and you can mess around with the time, all that. I like using that a lot. Yeah, just have that as an arpeggio instead. And then I kept the same ARP. And for the little beat switch, I have a second 808. This one hits a lot harder, but you don't want to boost the volume too much. I also added a second hi-hat. This one's a lot slappier, with an open hat and some voxes. So yeah, pretty simple. I just added a few risers and impacts right there, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the beat. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something. This is just a little low-key thing. If you want me to do a more in-depth video on how to make these 1AM beats, if you want to see me actually making it from scratch, let me know. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the beat. If you want to rap on it, buy it, whatever, link will be down below. And yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.